Hi guys, this is King Trades with Fearless Traders. Going to talk about FOMO today, three types of FOMO, how to conquer FOMO, and how to become a better trader overall. When I was starting out, I had a lot of FOMO. Early on, I recognized it from day one that I had FOMO. And I would try to fix it. I would try to ask, Discords and people on Instagram and stuff of how to fix it. And I never get the proper response. Until I really started to ask myself, why do I have FOMO, and what kind of FOMO do I really have? So the first type of FOMO is the common FOMO, missing a trade. You get distracted, or you're not focused on the charts, or maybe you were on the charts and you were sitting through chop, and then you go off the charts because you think, okay, it's choppy, like I'm gonna practice good risk management, I'm gonna get off the charts, and then all of a sudden you come back an hour or 2 hours later, and there was a play, it was your model, and you missed it. Here's the funny thing: there's crypto markets that are open 24/7, and unless you're a robot, like unless you're like AI generated, you have to sleep, right? So when you're sleeping, you're missing plays. So it's the same thing. Like, don't worry about missing a play, don't worry about missing a move, because at the end of the day, like, let's say this move, for example. So, we bounced off of this area and we're going up to these highs, and then, we start to move another leg down, right? So technically, if you miss this move, you can just wait for the next play, right? And if you're missing a move due to lack of like focus, that's just something that you work on. You work on that by focusing. It's as simple as that, right? Look at the charts, look at each candle. Appreciate when the market is boring, because that'll strengthen, that goes beyond FOMO. That'll strengthen you as a trader. So appreciate when the market's boring. Sit through this, right? And then if you miss a trade because of, let's say, fear, you didn't enter, well, guess what? Same thing. Let the trade play out and then see if you can take, a setup once this trade plays out. So missing a trade is probably the easiest one to conquer. Focus up. If you miss it because you had to get off the charts to, due to external factors, maybe you had a meeting, maybe you had, your wife called or something and wanted to go to Costco run midway through the market. um, don't worry about that stuff. So that's missing a trade. So the second type of FOMO is, you exit a move and then the market keeps moving in your direction, and then you see that you could have made X amount of dollars. It's similar to missing a trade, um, but again, it's different because you're already in the trade. So let's say you got in here. This is your entry. First TP, second TP at this line. Let's say you had a 2-to-1 risk to reward. You're out. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see this move, and then you're gonna pull out your measurement tool, and you're gonna be like, man, like I exited here, and oh, I could have made 34 more points. That's like $600. That's this, that's that. Listen, if this was your risk management, if this was your plan, and 2-to-1, and you didn't have a runner, you're out of the trade. Again, wait for this move to finish. So let's say this move was at these highs, so or these highs, we took these highs and we're starting this move down. You don't have to get FOMO and try to chase this. What happens when you start to chase is you'll enter like right here. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna enter at the high. You're gonna see this big red candle. You're gonna exit. You're gonna see this green candle. You're like, okay, like maybe I just got stop hunted. You enter again, then you're gonna exit again, right? Because at that point, we've already taken risk management discipline out of the equation from having the FOMO in the first place. So you're not going to be thinking logically like, okay, like let me see if I can size down and take a retrace entry. Like, look at this right here. We take these lows. You can enter somewhere here, as a turtle soup. Or if you trade other strategies, like maybe there's the EMA bounce or whatever, right? Like I mainly trade IFVG, so and ICT, so I kind of look for that. So like there's an inverse here. I might take this, ride that move. But at the end of the day, that's still bad risk management because I've already played the 2-to-1. I took profit at my targets. I don't care where the market goes after that unless I'm looking for another trade, right? And if I'm looking for another trade, I'm trying not to join. I'm trying not to join this move because this was never my target. Now, on the flip side, if this was your third target and you trailed your stop and you got stopped out, like let's say at these lows, again, you practice risk management, you took partials, the trade setup of your runner, it just didn't play out. So don't worry about it, right? Don't try to join again. Let it play out. You'll get another setup. And then the other thing is like, let's say the market had dumped, and you had your runner stop out at break even. Again, risk management. You don't need to catch every move. You do not need to catch every move. As long as you get your proper risk management, if your runner gets stopped out or if you didn't have a runner, it doesn't matter. You already played your setup. Your setup is played out. It's just so simple, because for both those examples, like missing a play and exiting early, the solution is right there. There's going to be other setups, right? But if you missed a play, you can take this setup. If you're already green and you took the 2-to-1 here, you don't even need to take this. You could be done for the day. Practice discipline, right? Don't let this FOMO screw up your results, and don't try to overtrade here either, right? No reason to. Third type of FOMO is the influencer FOMO. So Discord, the Instagram, the Twitter. People are going to be posting their gains, and if you haven't taken a trade, or if you're red on the day, you're going to see that and you're going to be like, oh man, like I should have made this. Or what happens is you see that gain, and instead of analyzing, okay, like, what setup did they take? What did they see that I didn't, right? What happens is you're going to see that and you're going to be like, I'm red, or I haven't taken a trade. Like you just open the charts and you start looking for trades. So what'll happen? I'll give you an example, kind of like live time. Let's see here. Like this right here, right? So as I mentioned, I mainly trade inverses and like the ICT model and stuff. So let's see, get this little square. Okay, so let's say I come on here, because at the end of the day, I don't see what's going on. I see these candles. So I'm gonna say, okay, like, oh, we took this low, inverse here. I'm not looking at this. I logged on right here. I say, oh, we take a low, we have an inverse up. Wow. Like, I'm gonna take, like, look, this inverse failed. Like, I'm gonna take this inverse. I enter here, and what happens is, guess what? Market dumps after that. I don't even get to, because I'm not seeing that this high took these highs, right? Like, I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing where we rejected off of or why we rejected. I'm just seeing this inverse because, I just logged on Twitter and Instagram and Discord, and all I've seen was gains, and I didn't take a trade, so I'm trying to catch a trade now, right? Whereas if I just waited, there's probably a setup here, somewhere here, right? So we dumped, came down into more of a discount of a range, and then you can take a little scalp up to these highs, right? Just an example. So yeah, missing a trade doesn't matter. Exiting at your TP, if you practice good risk management, the market runs after that, it doesn't matter. The Discord, the influencers, all that stuff, it doesn't matter. You don't know if they're photoshopping the gains. You don't know if that's just one account. At the end of the day, this is a business. Everyone needs to promote their business. So take it as that. Don't have FOMO. Practice good risk management. And we have a Discord as well. You can join. We live trade every day. We do call outs. We really focus on the psychology aspects. So if you're struggling with that, I recommend joining. You also get access to me and Fearless Traders. You can DM us with any problems that you have, any trading related problems. You'll get a customized and personalized response. And, because we just want to help people at the end of the day. That's why we do this. We do this to help people. So if you like the video, comment, like, subscribe. Any feedback is appreciated, as I'm new to this whole recording thing and editing thing. So any feedback is appreciated. If the audio is too loud, if it's too low, if the video is kind of blurry or whatever, like, just let me know. Feedback is appreciated. So thank you. King Trades out.